Right, so the second part, all about sewerage. I'm going to try and split it into different sections unless it's going to be a little bit long-winded and I don't want to lose your interest. So this first part is just going to be an overview really. And then the other parts you can then go into which ones you want to see what checks you can do. So sewerage, infrastructure and fresh water, both as we've seen have been in the news a lot of late, and we know that funding hasn't been put in to maintain the old system or even increase the capacity for future generations. Just to give you an overview of how the system works, if you're on the main sewerage, your pipes will run to a pumping station, which is basically a collection area, before it's pumped on again, maybe to another pumping station, and this carries on until it gets to the treatment plants. It's a difficult one because you need to look at several different things that can be going wrong. One is the pumping station. How many issues has there been there? Are the pipes actually mapped? If you have a look at an article that was in the Financial Times by Jill Plimmer, you will see that in some cases the water companies only have 50% of their pipe assets mapped, which means they don't know where they run, they don't know what condition they're in, and basically to me it seems they don't care or even want to because it's very costly. There's several people that are involved when you're looking at investing or your home in terms of the sewage infrastructure and the freshwater infrastructure. One is the council. They're the ones who make the decisions on planning. And at the moment, the councils, the developers, and the water companies aren't talking. They're all blaming one another and saying it's not their fault, which isn't getting this country anywhere. It's affecting our economy and it's affecting people, young people who want to have a home. So what I would suggest, and I will mention this in the next one as well, is have a look at your council, have a look at the 5-year plan, see what they're actually doing and whether they're listening to the water company's advice, because the water companies I have seen are actually saying we haven't got the capacity for that. If you put this on, there's going to be issues, and the council are just ignoring it and moving forward. So these are the main issues really, because if you are going to be buying a house, you're pumping your money into it. Do you really want to be in an area where money hasn't been invested and the council are not concerned? They just want to get the house in numbers through, and the developers just want to go and get the houses in, and they're not even concerned. As we've seen, unfortunately, there are some developers out there who will just build the houses and run, and if there's any problems, it's your problem. So these are the main issues. I will, in my next briefing, go through and tell you what you can ask and how these questions and what you're asking, what you can glean from that to actually help you in making a decision. Because one thing, just before I end on this, is Ofwat at the moment has in place several agreements with the water companies, and they're saying they're going to do this, this and this, and they're not going to fine them. I actually asked one of the water companies if they could tell me specifically what Ofwat was saying and how that linked into their plan and where this investment was going to be actually carried out. They couldn't tell me. That's worrying, because we as paying customers and taxpayers, we want an infrastructure that is fit for this country, and at the moment there isn't one. So thank you ever so much, and I'll leave you to